So you're wondering whether it's worth all the hassle and the expense of shipping your goods to Portugal. So while you can buy everything in Portugal, the tools are a little bit pricier than you can in other countries in Europe. So if you're going to take tools with you, you have to make sure they're used, otherwise you're going to be paying tax on them. This place has everything for your building needs. So when I was in Portugal over the summer, I went around to lots of different building supply companies, home improvement companies, to get an idea of what is available. And yeah, just to see what kind of prices they are charging. And while some things are a little bit more expensive than you can get back in South Africa, there are lots of things that are cheaper. And if you are moving to central Portugal, Spain is not too far away, and you can get things in Spain a lot cheaper than in Portugal. Okay, so while this particular building supply place was interesting to get an idea of what they were selling, I didn't see the kinds of things that I was wanting. Like, I didn't see wood or the roof tiles. They might have it, it wasn't on display, so maybe it's in the back somewhere, I don't know. And they didn't seem to have things like, I didn't really see generators or like solar powered things over here. And they didn't have composting toilets, so it gives you an idea of the prices, but yeah, I'm wanting more specific things, I think. But what you don't find at one store, you will definitely find at another. That's what I discovered. And Bricomart was quite a good discovery. You can get outdoor furniture, pizza ovens, all kinds of home improvement things there, gardening supplies, and their prices seemed quite reasonable. I was looking at sheds that they've got there, and yeah, I think I might get a shed from Brico. But you've got to weigh up the cost of buying everything that you're going to want to have and the cost of shipping it to Portugal. Because if you can buy it in Portugal cheaper than what it's going to cost you if you work out the cost of each item as relates to the cost of your shipping, is it worth bringing things with you that you can get in Portugal without having to lay out that huge expense that you're going to have to pay for the shipping? Because shipping is not cheap. So I'm thinking like things like your bed, your TV, any kinds of electrical appliances, remembering that plugs in different parts of the world are not the same as the plugs in the EU. So why bring over all your electrical appliances and tools where you're going to have to change all the plugs? I don't know, that's just my idea. So I actually got rid of my washing machine and my fridge and my tumble dryer and all those things. I'm not going to pay to have them shipped over when I can actually get those things in Portugal. So today is not a beach kind of day, so I thought I would go and have a look at prices of some building supplies. My suggestion is definitely to go through everything you are wanting to bring over to Portugal and be ruthless, because you don't know what you've got until it's time for you to move. And some of the things that you would pack to bring over, once those goods arrive, you're going to be thinking, what on earth, why the hell did I pack this in? So be very, very careful about that. The other thing that you've got to remember is that anything you are shipping over has to be used. You can't go to Builder's Warehouse and stock up on brand new tools and keep them in their boxes and then ship that over as if it's used. Because if customs see that you are shipping over brand new items, they are going to charge you import tax on that. So make sure that everything you ship over is used and not brand new. And if it is brand new, for goodness sake, don't keep it in its box. Make sure you find out what you are allowed to ship over and what is not allowed. For example, weapons are not allowed, and your gas cylinders for your skottelbraai, you can't have them filled with gas. So make sure you find out exactly what you can't take, and if it is in your storage, remove it. But you don't have to stock up on everything thinking you're not going to be able to get it in Portugal and thinking that it's going to be way too expensive. Slate is definitely good for what I want to do on the veranda. Okay, so this is not metal, so I think this might be what I'm wanting on my roof. Definitely going to be needing a couple of these. I think these are stone lintels. They're very heavy, I can't even lift it. So I found out I need to definitely replace the metal roof sheets with what they call sandwich board and insulation. But this particular construction company that I'm visiting today, just to get an idea, they don't stock the sandwich board anymore because they say the supplier is a bit unpredictable at the moment. So I will continue having a look at sandwich board. I'm just trying to get prices so that I can estimate the cost of this, but it's not that easy. When it comes to furniture, you can always make your own. I stayed at this amazing guest house and they made their own out of pallet boards. And there's always IKEA. You can get all kinds of things at IKEA. There's also Leroy Merlin, which has home improvement stuff as well. So take a look through your storage unit and throw out what you're not going to need. And then, of course, the next step is to decide, are you going to share a container or are you going to have a whole 20-foot container to yourself? And then you've got to get started with the paperwork. That is a biggie. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That was Benjamin Franklin. But don't despair, the paperwork is not immense. all you have to do is go in person to your nearest Portuguese embassy or consulate, and you have to get a signed, stamped certificate of baggage from them. If you don't do this, you will be charged import tax on your own stuff, and that is going to be expensive, and you are not going to want to pay that. So the tax is often several 100% more than what you paid for that item. And they're not going to make any special exceptions because you forgot or didn't know about it. I'm telling you, you have to do it, so get it done. You have to give a detailed list of everything in your boxes, like 4 boxes of clothes, 3 boxes kitchenware, etc. Shipping is expensive, and then once it arrives, you then going to have to unpack it and sort it all out. So pack wisely. Please like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell to be notified of upcoming videos. I post regularly every week, and my videos are about, some of them are about recipes, some about my travels, but a lot about my journey to buying a farm in Portugal and the process of getting everything ready to move there.